Let's get some Tulsimere action coming down, fighting that Steamkin. You love to see it. Let's go ahead and shock this in. We'll go to 12. Fight there, and they've had enough. How's it going, y'all? TitansFan920, and today we're back at some more MTGA Standard. Today, we're playing a little bit of Abzan Legends, but before we get started with that, just a reminder, we have the giveaway going on for a Core 21 booster box. Link down in the description below, so don't forget that. You gotta be a subscriber to win, so if you're not sub, you ain't gonna win. So, smash, gently press, caress, whatever you want to do with that subscribe button, but do that. We're playing some Abzan Legends here. I saw my buddy show me a deck that Legend I've been working on. It was more focused for best of one and Eerie Ultimatum. It looked kind of spicy, and I started making my own kind of changes to it. And I ended up changing it a decent bit here. But basically what I've got is like a Kethis Abzan Legends kind of thing. We play a lot of one-ofs here at the top end because we have things like Eerie Ultimatum, which can go and get all those back. We have the Mire Tritons and the Cavithorns to put those in the bin for us. We ramp really heavily with the Boreal Grazer, Paradise Druid, the Haven. So it's just a way to kind of have this Abzan good stuff, Abzan Trade Binder, and do our thing here. Unsure of how it's going to be in the meta, but I figure we're at the bottom of the diamond anyway, so since we just got there the last episode, so might as well try this. So let's take it into rank. Let's see how it goes. Let's go! Here's against Vilmar. Let's see how Abzan Legends can do against old Vilmar. We'll take the play here. Opener. Slow, but we have Kethis into Extinction. I mean, we have Kethis into Tulsimere, which would be really good too, so we'll keep this. Unsure what we're playing against. I think this is solid. We have a good chance to draw some ramp here on 2 if we need to. Red. Okay. All lands so far. But if it's mono red aggro and they've had a slow start here, which it looks to be the case, Runaway Steamkin. Well, Jesus Christ, all the lands. Well, this Tulsimere should be pretty good, though, as Ashley Kethis is being a 3-4 blocker. So if I attack here, I probably don't block. I probably just let it happen. Alright, opponent finally plays something. They play a little Robber the Rich here. Oof. That ain't looking good for you, friendo. Let's go ahead just to thin the deck out. We need double green and white. So if I get a green off of this, we'll be good to go. Since we already have a plains there. So let's thin that deck out a little bit. Let's get some Tulsimere action coming down, fighting that Steamkin. You love to see it. We go to 23, kill their Steamkin. Let's go ahead and start swinging. We have 2 3/3s to block now, and the game's already over. They got land screwed there, but we had the answers, baby. We had the answers. Glass Casket coming in. Heartless Act kills most of their things, but I think we still want, or maybe we just want Extinction Event instead. Cry, they can go over Cry somewhat. I'm not sure what kind of build they are here. Let's start with just taking the 2 cards out that we know we probably don't want. ECD is really bad here because most of their stuff's too expensive. Ugin is a little bit slow, doesn't provide a lot of value. Liliana's fine. Kogla can fight something. These are big, good bodies. Eerie, I mean, a 7-mana card against mono red is probably not where you want to be. I'm going to put in the 2 more Extinction Events here. Heartless Act's probably fine too. But for now, let's just run with this and see what we got. Alright, opener here. We have a potential turn 3 board wipe, so we got to keep that. And usually even or odd is the way you want to go on this, which is nice because it doesn't hurt our Paradise Druid. We'll start off with the Temple of Milady. I think another Extinction Event is probably good for us. Yeah, we'll keep that. Being able to exile an Annex is pretty huge. They didn't have a 1-drop here. I don't know what the opponent is actually keeping here. Yeah, I should have thought of that, I guess. So we still got 1 in hand, so not a huge deal anyway. Here we'll play the Paradise Druid and pass a turn. May end up blocking this. Just kind of depends on what they do. Yeah, I think we stopped that here. We can play this Temple this next turn, protect our life total. Tulsimere, not a bad card to see. Don't want to try them here. We got plenty of lands. We run 26 lands. I feel like with all the mana dorks we have, 26 isn't too bad. Okay, well this is a very easy light up stage, hopefully. Let's hope they just play the... Okay. Cool. Fine by me. Extinction Event on odd. You love to see it. Bye-bye. Now if they just follow up by playing the Bone Crusher Giant, we Tulsimir and fight it. We'll lose our Wolf, we'll still have the Tulsimir here and gain 3 life, which is nice. Some Bone Daddy coming down. Oof, they're just not doing much of anything here. Let's go ahead and shock this in. We'll go to 12. Fight there. And they've had enough. But if you just see, we had the Cavalier of Thorns come down, also Garruk coming down the next turn. All kinds of answers in mono red here. So great first game here. Let's go ahead and play another. Alright, game number 2 against Ornyoka. They are Diamond 1. This is potentially they're winning into Mythic. Let's see if we can stop them. Opener here. Where are all of our mana dorks at, man? I feel like we've not really seen any of those. In the dark, I mean, we have this Extinction Event again. This Temple can help us find something. I'll keep it. This isn't a great hand, but any kind of mana ramp we can get here. Like Tulsimir, I love Tulsimir, but in the dark, not knowing, this is just a little bit too slow for us, so let's bottom that. Honestly, just wouldn't mind to keep coming up across against mono red again. Okay, Kethis isn't bad. Fabled Passage, I guess we'll keep. We need to make sure we hit that 5th land for the Cab of Thorns. So let's see what we got here. Hopefully we can get this Kethis down this next turn. Only blue source. Let's go ahead and play Big Daddy Kethis. They got some Temur. I would assume this is Temur Rec. Wish Cab of Thorns was legendary, but it's not. Let's nothing we can really do here. Let's go ahead and try to go to attacks first. Swing 3. And we'll pass the turn. Definitely go get a green source after this. We can have our triple green. Brazy B. Not sure what they shocked in for. So this could be Temur Flash as well, but I think this is Temur Rec. If so, this will be pretty annoying and probably rough for us. But I think those are the kind of matchups where you just got to keep on grinding and hope you can, you know, get them dead. So I could try to play Kethis here. I could also just play Cavalier of Thorns. Considering they look to have counter magic up, I think we play the Kethis first, and then we try to follow up with the Mire Triton. Telling you, man, all these main deck Mystical Disputes keep hitting us, even though it's not good cards against like any of the decks we ever play. Glad to have those 2 in the bin. Don't really have much use for those. Also, we have this Eerie Ultimatum we're closing in on. Let's go to swing first. Try to resolve a Cavalier of Thorns. Don't feel great about that happening, but if we do, that means the Brazen Bar isn't here swinging on us, and we have a good blocker for it. So again, freaking main deck Mystical Disputes, man. And Scorching Dragonfire. Okay. Starting to exhaust them from cards a little bit, which is nice at least. So there's the Reclamation. I think we just keep on trying to slam it. I mean, they got to run out of counter spells eventually. Okay, so this gets to resolve. They may have another Brazen Bar or... Guess we'll just do the Triome here. Fix this man up a little bit for this Eerie Ultimatum if we get to do that. So now we have a Tulsimir, Paradise Druid, a Cab of Thorns, Kethis, a Boreal Grazer coming back with the Ultimatum, so hopefully we get a chance to do that at some point. They just scry here, that's pretty good for us. If they can pass the turn and let us go to attacks here, there's a chance we can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we need 7. We have the double white, black, 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 so any untapped source does it here. I guess actually a Plains would not do it, but other than that, but I think we only play the 2 Plains anyways. Opponent shocking in. Yep. They're just going to play Brazen Bar here. Do you have an Explosion? We're at 22, so our life total is pretty dang healthy right now. Okay. That's pretty frustrating. No land. I guess we have things in the bin here. They have counter magic. Let's try to play this. Because they try to Thassa's Intervention for the 1, we can pay for it. So we'll do even here. Get that out of here. Let's try to go to attacks. I'm imagining this gets bounced by another petty theft. It doesn't. So get them down to 4. Second main, we'll play this Paradise Druid. Let's go. Brazen Bar coming down. Okay. I'm not sure what we have on the side for enchantments, actually. That's one of the things that kind of overlooked here. The sideboard, there wasn't a sideboard for this when I saw this deck at first, and it was pretty hell-bent on best of 1, just silliness. So I tried fixing it up some, just for like a best of 3 kind of thing, but I'm sure I missed some spots on it. Alright, opponent's doing the thing. We have another Extinction Event if they just have, say, another Shark Typhoon here. It's a lot of mana, man. So I think the plan is to go for the Extinction Event. If they counter it, just play Mire Triton. They have so much mana. And kind of save this Ultimatum if we can. So let's go for the Extinction Event. We have 4 mana to pay for it also. Just in case that comes up, we have a Mystical Dispute, we can pay for it. We have 3 untapped anyway, though. Alright, so that gets there. We can't pay 6, that's for sure. I think we follow up with the Mire Triton here. If I swing in here, we can guarantee to get them down to 2. Trying to think if I want to do that or not, or if we just wait. This Brazen Bar doesn't mean much of anything to us right now. I think we go for it, because we have 2 attackers here anyways. So let's go for it. They block the Cavalier Thorns, obviously. We get them down to 2 here. We'll put... Do we want... So we do another Extinction Event, but that's not very good. We can do Tulsamir. That's not super good. I think it's the Cab of Thorns again. Let's go ahead and do that. Right now, we're in a spot where we're going to make them do something kind of on their turn, more than likely. Now, if they have a Storm's Wrath here, that just sucks. 2 cards in hand for them, though, so they're running low. Actually, I think they can exactly... They have exactly enough for 12, if that's what they end up doing here, which would be so unfortunate. If you got it, opponent. Just do it. They're looking at Mire Triton, though, so maybe not. Yeah. If you got it, just do it. Jesus Christ. That's what I hate about Temur Rec players. Like, if you got the thing, just do it, you know? So, I don't think we have much of a sideboard for this. So this is going to be kind of rough. We'll put the Ceratops in there. Heartless Act can kill. I mean, I guess Duress is probably okay here, too. Extinction Event. They still play enough creatures, so I'm going to take that out. So most of our big stuff is going to have to go here. Ugin does destroy. Like, as much as I like Eerie Ultimatum, it's just too expensive here. Tulsamir doesn't do a ton either. Cut this out, put a Heartless Act in. Still leave all this in here. Let's go with this. See how it goes. So game 2 against Onyuka. Let's try to let the salt calm down here a little bit. Just, man, when you got it, just shoot us, you know? You don't have to do all your other crap. This hand's decent. We need to find... some payoffs here a little bit closer, but we have a Grazer on turn 1 to ramp into. Again, and this is kind of my fault, this matchup. I didn't pack any kind of... I probably need to have some gem razors or something in the sideboard for this. So that's all on you, boy. Would love to see a Kethis off the top here. No. I mean... we're doing things. Do this. Have us come in. Do this. Temple of my lady. I think we go ahead and crack this first. Get us a green. Let's go to attacks. Swing the Mire Triton. Play the Temple. I think Kethis is probably fine here. Growth Spiral for the opponent. A Spectral Sailor, which doesn't do anything against my Grazers, so that's fine. Do they have the Reclamation here? Yeah, I really need to have some Gem Rage in the sideboard, so if we lose this match, like it's cool, man. We just got to have some better hate for it. Let's go ahead. Swing in here is Mire Triton. See if they want to block. They don't. Play Kethis. Let's hope we don't get Frilled Mystic here. They can't Frilled Mystic us, so they could counter it, though. They only have 3 cards left in hand, though. I assume they just draw a card with Spectral Sailor here. Okay, draw a card. The Sailor is at least good there. They get to draw so many cards with this and get a lot of value that's pretty frustrating. So shocking in. This is just to draw a card. Are you want to explosion us? It's a very particular set of mana here. Guess they're leaving up an Aether Gust. Cuke. Kick. W. Yeah, this feels pretty bad. I don't think their deck's super great, but we just don't have the... Well, their deck is good. I mean, it's one of the best decks in Standard. Who am I kidding? We're probably going to get Cavalier Thorns here. This is probably a terrible matchup for us. We just have way too many expensive things that they play so much counter spells. The removal is ass against us. Like, if we have the ways to get this kind of stuff down, the removal sucks. But again, like, you got the Aether Gust, just do it, loser. Ah! It's a good deck, though. I mean, you've got ways to kill people out of nowhere. You kind of have that I win button. I think if there's one people in Magic people hate, it's their things getting killed or the things being removed. This deck does a good job of doing both. It just happens to be the players who play it for some reason just are so slow with it sometimes. Now this person, 22 minutes to hour 25, they've not been awful. It's really just a matter of, like, when you've got the obvious plays you need to make, just fucking make them. Must be nice to also just have all the ramp in your deck that you ever need in the world here. Good lord. Good lord. They were down to 2 cards also. So I'm a bit salty. I got guess. Please play another land, for love of God. You can double Q. Remember that. Cool. Flip the mana for no reason. Love to see it. Let's go and try this again. Probably gets countered. Okay, it resolved this time. They probably just have a Petty Theft now. Jesus, we barely even find a land here. And we mill some of... Our Ceratops getting milled is pretty rough. Let's go ahead and play the Triton. Get the swing in here. Try to get him down to 9. Fling-a-ding-ding. They probably just have a huge shark here at this point. Yep. I mean, this deck is just our worst nightmare, you know? Like I said, what do you do here? We have these Grazers on Trump Block duty. Gosh, this Kogla can at least fight that. And it dies, though. Oh, another Reclamation. Great! Don't think we're long for this world, friends. And they bring back Euro. This deck's so fucking annoying. This Cavathorn's been able to Ceratops is pretty cool, though. Like, that is the one way we can get back in this. But at this point, they got the double Reclamation. We're probably just going to get Explosions to death. But again, I think with some sideboard changes, us having some Gem Rages and actual enchantment removal, which we have 0 of right now, we can be in business. Let's see if they just kill us here. I mean, you got it, friend. Like, whatever, dude. Okay, they draw a card here. Sailor putting in work. They don't seem to be finding it yet, which is at least nice. Let's go ahead and get the green here. I mean, they just drew 3 cards there. So, I have 2 in the bin. Try to play this and see if it resolves. Don't have much faith in that, but... Okay. We'll fight this. Try to fight this. These Petty Theft, Scorching Dragonfire. Opponent, lucky enough to have it all. What do? It's Temple here. Anything that's not a Ceratops probably goes. I guess we still swing with this. And I have to hold this back just because... Well, no, I have these 2 blockers here. Frick it, let's swing. We're kind of going to give this Cavalier Thorns up just to get our Ceratops back. It's just not looking good for us here either way. Not much we can really do here. Doubt we really get another turn here anyways. They just have all the answers they've needed there. And another cycle. Yeah. Good game, opponent. You got it. There's no reason for us to waste any time here. They got us. So, after the devastating defeat to Mono Red, or victory against Mono Red, we get smacked around here. Let's go ahead and play one more, see if we can't win B2-1 with this deck. Let's go. Last game of the day here against Sunshine 60th Street. Let's see if we can finish off 2-1 with this bad boy. Be on the play again. Opener... I guess we keep this. We have like a turn 4 Cavathorns coming up here. Play this Charm, start off with pass the turn. Next turn we'll play the Wolfwillow Haven. Let's hope for more creature-based matchups. Temur. God, if this is just frickin' Temur. Temur Wreck again, we're probably just going to get her butt kicked. We'll see how it goes though. I feel like this deck may just be too cute. I think there's like an Abzan shell somewhere that's probably good. But... try to play this first. Okay. We're ramping. So the ramp playing doing its thing. We have 5 mana now. They have 2. See if they have a Stomp from a Mire Triton, perhaps. The cycle, okay. If they just Euro here, we can Cavathorns, which ain't too bad. Ooh. 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 Let's go ahead and try to play this. Hope they don't have an Aether Gust main. That'd be pretty frustrating. Okay. Barely find the land we need there. And put some decent stuff in the bin with Eerie Ultimatum. Swing for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have Eerie Ultimatum ready to go. I'll need to get another... It doesn't really matter at this point. Bounce that all you want, friendo. If we Ultimatum here, we get back... we get back some decent stuff. Opponent! Don't keep those kind of hands. What are you doing? So now I think I get a little greedy. And just play this Cavathorns again. Let's go ahead and swing first. Because it puts even more stuff in the bin for this Eerie Ultimatum. Right now, like, we're forcing them to have answers for our actual cards here. Okay, so they can Grow Spiral here, that's fine. No land again, yikes. Another Fabled Passage. Woo! Lord have mercy. This isn't a real game because the opponent's not had a chance to do anything. Please just play something. Let's go ahead and crack all these. Just thinner in that deck out a little bit. We can't do this yet, right? Yeah. Well, I guess we're swinging 7. Let's hope they have an answer here. I want them to tap out. Opponent. Why you gotta be a coward? Let's do this here. See if we want to counter this. We can ultimatum now, but we're forcing them to do something here, so if they just flashed in Brazen Bar, or they can't actually do much. So they had the neutralize, so I'm glad I played around that. This hasn't really been fair because they've been missing so much mana. So this is how this deck wins when nobody draws anything against you. Unfortunately, we didn't get to go off with the Eerie Ultimatum there, and that's why, again, I think it's just, even the spots you get to kind of use it, it's just a little bit too cute. Ceratops can come up here. Again, we don't have any enchantment destruction, so that's pretty unfortunate. Glass Casket can stop, you know, Brazen Bar and their tokens, but I don't think it's worth it. Extinction Event, probably not either. Toast is probably worse here, though, right? So we just run this at him for now. I guess Duresses will like 2 of those in there. The Mire Triton will take 1 of out. We'll just go down 2 Mire Tritons here. I'm not too enthusiastic about our Eerie Ultimatums actually landing, but we'll see. So game 2 against Sunshine, 60 Street. Let's hope they just get mana screwed also. Not really a good representation of this deck either way, because like we're just winning. I think this deck can smack up on mono red and decks like that, but otherwise it might be a little tricky. We'll keep this. We have some good tools in the hand. We're on the draw. Go ahead and play this Triome first and pass the turn. Next turn we'll Wolf Willow Haven, even though I'd like to Duress. Okay, opponent playing that. Throw Spiral. They've already got more lands than the last time, by golly. Let's go ahead and get this Wolf Willow Haven down. Wolf Willow Haven's a little bit sketch considering they have Brazen Borrower, but is what it is. 4 mana here. Turn 3 Euro. Yikes. Though by the time they maybe get that Euro, we could ECD it. So that's not too awful. Kobla. So we have 4 mana here. I can play Ceratops. But I think Duress first. Just 2 Shark Typhoons. That's kind of good to get rid of one of those. Here, we're going to get a Black Source so we can play this Mire Triton. We don't have... Oh, jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we just want the white so we can have ECD ready. I think that's actually more important. That means we can't play Mire Triton this turn, but it's just Mire Triton. It's not like it's a big loss. So they can play Fabled Passage here and crack. That gives them 4 cards in the yard. Okay, we get the Black Source anyways. So here, I think we just play Shifting Ceratops and haste it out. That last card is an Aether Gust. That's kind of annoying. But otherwise, yeah. So haste old Sari out. They can make a Shark for 4. We can race them for right now. Yep. Shark Typhoon for 4. Again, we can beat this clock right now. I'm kind of hoping they just play this. So that was what they needed there, the extra card. Okay. So we need a white. No, we have the double white. Just kidding. Just kidding. They didn't find another land here, so we can ECD. So let's go ahead and do that now. Get that out of here for good. Swing on them. Now, if they have Expansion Explosion or Wilderness Wreck, that's going to start to get pretty scary. I'd love another land so I can just play this Kogla and fight. Okay, so they got another Euro. Frustrating. No other land, though. We can't draw another land either. Which really sucks. So I guess we just play all these cards. Let's do this. Play Mire Triton. I mean, this gains us some life, which is actually important in this kind of racy situation here. It also puts things in the bin we can possibly get back with an ECD. So right now, that card is Grazer. Let's see if we can do a little bit better than Grazer. Come on! Come on, Mire Triton. Give us something good. Liliana. That'll do. So now this ECD can get us back a Liliana if it hits Chapter 3. Pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. Growth Spiral. The 4-mana Growth Spiral, which they hit a land on. And it hitting Fabled Passage at least pretty good for him. Alright, so they got 3 things in the bin, 5 cards in hand. And the good news is, if they have to tap out to answer this right now, at least kind of helps us there. 5, 6, 7, we're swinging 9. If they go all out to answer this and we draw, I mean, we have the mana to play Garruk or Kogla now. And I think we play Garruk, so that way I can minus on this to kill it and still have a Planeswalker left over. Oof. Baby girl, what you doing? Okay, well, Liliana's coming down. Put another loyalty counter on it.
My army will envelop this world.
Let's play this. I think we go to attacks first. Okay. Let's plus up here. And I think we play Garruk. So we have Aether Gust, like they got the answer either way. If they have Explosion here, they have 4, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if they have Explosion here, they still can't kill us quite yet. Aether Gust, I'll put that back on top. Sure. Pass the turn here. Right now, the Ceratops is doing the Lord's work. Now, if they do this and then have Explosion, and then we're super screwed. So let's just pray they don't have that. 1 card short. Like, I'd love to see them play Euro here. Honestly, what we need to see. See if we can get there. I just want my janky little deck to get 2 wins. That's all I want. I don't think they have Explosion because there's no reason to even think about this if they do. Like, they have 9 and they just hit us for 3 with Explosion, so surely they just don't have it. Or they're just... Okay, sweet! Sometimes they just don't have all the answers. So we finished up with the 2 wins here, but it didn't feel very good, to be honest. I think there's kind of a shell here, but we need some work with it. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one more time. So once again, Abzan Legends. We got the 2 wins with this thing, but I think it's pretty obvious it needs some work. We were able to beat Reclamation there because they didn't see Rec in any of the 2 games, and they got really mana screwed the first one. We did smack the hell out of Mono Red though both games, so it felt good there. I think Abzan has a lot of tools in the meta to be good. I think this Eerie Ultimatum plan probably just a little bit too cute. Because you saw there, we actually had the time where we could safely get it down, and it just wasn't the right play to do so. I think 7 mana for this is just a bit too much to ask for. Now, if you have things in the graveyard like the Ugin and Garruk, Liliana, and all that kind of stuff you can bring back, then it gets interesting. But I think a lot of times it's a little bit too weak. So I think there's like a potential for something here in Abzan, but I don't think this is quite it. So if you're thinking about burning wild cards on this, wouldn't recommend it. But it's a fun deck with a good idea. So if you're a better deck builder than I, please have a run at it and go for it and see what you can do. Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate the support. Don't forget the giveaway. Love y'all. Bye bye.